Welcome back to Lockdown Planet, welcome back to a new video, and today guys, Barça dropped 2 important points against Betis in the Benito Villamarín away, in an intense game, in fact, where we threw the second half away into the garbage, guys. I'm really disappointed with this team. I'm really disappointed. We're literally in the flood. We're not performing properly in La Liga, and certainly we have blown away our distance, the advantage that we won in a great beginning of La Liga, guys. And this is the way I'm feeling when Barcelona is playing away in this last couple months, guys. We had a shit November, as literally Hansi Flick said, and we're having the beginning of a shit December. I really hope that by the end of this month, we have been able to turn around and we're not gonna have a shit beginning of 2025, because certainly we had a bad performance overall, and I'm going to talk about some players because some deserve to be discussed. But I gotta say, and I think we're all match here, is the fact that Lamine Yamal is holding this team. Lamine Yamal was the only one really showing some courage, the only one showing some desire, the only one really being able to wake this team up and create some danger. It is certain that without Lamine Yamal we are doomed. And of course I gotta talk about Rafinha, Lewandowski, great beginning of the season, but today they couldn't do much. And let me talk about Mr. Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong. This summer, you are out. You gotta be out. This is something that we cannot tolerate. This was the starting 11. Let me zoom in. Can I zoom in? Doesn't let me zoom in. There you go. That's the starting 11 with Iñaki Peña on goal. Balde, Íñigo Martínez, Cubarsí, Koundé, nothing new. Casado, Pedri, great pivots over there. I really like these two. Olmo didn't have his best game. Not inspired. Rafinha, Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal on top. We had a very weak beginning of the first half, and we had a shit second half. Not a weak second half, a shit second half. We only created 1 goal on target, and even off target. Only 1 shot in the second half, which was, thank God, the goal that Ferran Torres was able to make. I was surprised with the substitutions, but let's go over a bit on the game. Let's revise Betis's lineup here with Victor Roque on top, Chimi Avila, who was the butcherer today. Chimi Avila butchering everybody, not getting a yellow card. It's tremendous, something that I would have never understood. Lo Celso, Abde, Flores, Altimira, Sabalí, Bartra, Llorente, Perrault, and Betis, who's not their starting goalkeeper, but he didn't have to do much because we had pretty much very, very low shots on target. But the game started with a very weak first half from Football Club Barcelona, and thank God we managed to score a goal, minute 38. Literally just Lewandowski having to push in the ball. In the second half, still in the first half, that's already the second half. We had already Iñaki Peña saving us a bit. There was another chance that Iñaki Peña was able to save. And overall, until Mr. Frankie de Jong came in the game, 5 minutes into his game, first penalty already for Football Club Barcelona, against Football Club Barcelona. It is true that maybe it was a little too, a little too dramatic. We were so unlucky that Frankie de Jong literally lifted out the boot of Victor Roque, and of course Victor Roque dived, and he was like, oh my god, like they took away my boot, there should be a penalty. And then there was like 5 minute VAR revision, and in this 5 minutes they ended up with the conclusion that it should be a penalty. I don't understand, guys. How are they taking so long to decide? If they're taking so long, it's clear it shouldn't be a penalty. Why are you taking so long? It's something that I cannot understand. They're taking like half an hour to decide. And then they threw a red card to Mr. Hansi Flick, who didn't even say anything to the referees, but had said something to himself. He was so angry at himself, he said it to himself. He wasn't even pointing or looking at the referees, and yet they gave him a red card, which Barcelona, by the way, they should appeal. We will see if they do, but I really think that they should appeal. Lo Celso scored the goal. Iñaki Peña was close to saving it, but they scored, and Barcelona ended up scoring minute 80 this goal here, which was at the beginning ruled offside, and Ferran Torres scored the goal, but it was clear that it wasn't offside because of the foot here from the Betis player. But it's true here that Ferran Torres is a little bit asleep, you know, like you should be a bit more attentive when this situation happens. Like Ferran Torres needs to wake up a bit, you know. He was lucky that the Betis player was late pushing up the line, you know, but he was not online. He should have been online, certainly. And we were lucky, guys. We were lucky, and let me tell you that minute 81, Barcelona is winning this game 2-1. It's unfucking believable. It's unbelievable. Like, we should have been destroyed in the second half. We could have easily conceded 2-3 goals in the second half, okay? So, certainly 2-3 goals more, I'm saying, more. So certainly we were lucky. Minute 81, we were winning this game 2-1. But eventually, and taking back to the penalty a bit, the penalty that wasn't so clear, here it is. If we look at the penalty and think about other games that we had in the past, right? You guys remember the game against Las Palmas, the last game, where Cubarsí literally got stepped on. Here's the comparison: Cubarsí's the tackle that they made on Cubarsí, which was literally on the whole foot, versus the one that Frankie de Jong did on on Victor Roque. Why is one of them a penalty revision everything, and the other one there's no revision? There's nothing, absolutely nothing. They call Negreira. Now they're gonna release a statement. Negreira! Fuck off, man. Honestly, like this is so bullshit. And maybe you don't remember, but it was a little earlier in La Liga. Remember this action on Dani Olmo? You don't tell me this is not a penalty. Nothing. No revision. Nothing. When it's against Barça, play. Juega. Sigan. Huh? When it's against Barça, sigan. But really, it's there. The facts are there. Real Madrid players are always diving, for example. That we will see tonight. Real Madrid is playing against Girona away. They're playing in Girona. Huh? Very hostile area for Real Madrid because they're full of independentist people. You know, Real Madrid is not welcome. Tonight we're all going with Girona, man. I really hope that Girona can demolish Real Madrid. But yet again, with the referees literally going against Football Club Barcelona, how are we supposed to do anything? They saw Barcelona starting La Liga in a tremendous moment, in a tremendous way, and they just boycotted us. They're trying to boycott us, but still, we're at the top. We're still at the top. 38 points for Football Club Barcelona, 33 for Real Madrid. Of course, 2 games in hand. If they win those 2 games, they will be ahead of us. Not for much, guys. Not for much. Just 1 point ahead of us. 39 points they would get if they win against Girona tonight, and they win against Valencia on the, I think it's the 2nd of January 2025. Therefore, there you have it, guys. Barcelona in the last 5 games, only 1 victory. This is destroying us. If Atletico de Madrid, also careful with Atletico Madrid, they have 32 points, also 2 games in hand. You know, we're playing with fire here a little bit. But we have to look at the next games of Football Club Barcelona. I think that maybe Hansi Flick, with the substitutions that he made today, because he subbed Lewandowski, he subbed Rafinha, he subbed Dani Olmo, he subbed Pedri, like, you know, maybe he should have kept some of these players. But anyways, maybe he was thinking on the game against Dortmund in the important Champions League, where I think that we're pretty much qualified, but it'll be cool if we can miss one of those round of 16 games that we would skip if we're in the top 8 of the Champions League. Barcelona Leganés, Barcelona Atletico de Madrid. it's not gonna be easy, man. Not gonna be easy. Looking at Real Madrid, they don't have it easy either. They have Girona tonight, Rayo Vallecano away. I think they can do easily both these two games. But then Sevilla, Valencia, I think here, Sevilla, Valencia, here is the chance where they can drop points, And at the end of the day, guys, La Liga is very long. And it is clear that this La Liga will be super competed. It is super clear. And what I'm certain that, okay, we drop points now, but there's still a lot to do. By the way, guys, everybody smash the like button. I see only 11 likes, and I'm sorry if I've been very absent during the last weeks. I have some personal issues, like basically doing a lot of work, and that's the fact that it's getting me away from the channel, but I'm trying to do as much. By the way, I'm looking for partners to join in this channel. I see Jerónimo, I see Barry, I see Mohammed, I see Nath Peters, I see Maniac, I see Tab Yahoo Salmon. So really, Maniac, I see this guy is on Real Every Game Review where Barça drop points about referees as per him. Ha ha ha. Well, really, Maniac, it's not as per me, it's as per everybody in the world, But you probably are some Real Madrid coward. And I'm gonna mute you right now because this is what you should be getting. So, sorry, bro. Geronimo says Sandro elbows Balde in the throat and nothing. Avila elbows Rafinha in the chest and nothing. Avila elbows Cubarsí in the head and nothing. Avila elbows Íñigo in the head, nothing. It's an absolute joke, absolutely. I think Chimi Avila was able to literally do the knockout game during the whole game. Not even thinking about the ball and just like punching people, literally like knocking people over without even touching the ball. It was a disgrace. Ansu Fati lover says, I don't care if he's injured. Ansu Fati should have started. I told you. This is not my fault. Well, I think that Ansu Fati certainly, every time he played, there was very weak reaction. I don't think Ansu Fati would have saved us in this game, but look at, it's interesting the fact that Victor Roque is playing quite well in Betis, even though he didn't do much, but it's difficult to play against Barcelona. But it is quite interesting, like Barcelona somewhat, in some way, kind of kills the players, Max Alberto says, is Araujo going to work with this high line? I'm not sure, I think that Araujo is quite fast and Araujo should work with the high line. I think it could fit, as a replacement of Íñigo Martínez, but Íñigo Martínez is working pretty nicely for us. So I'm not sure if we really should be playing around with the line. By the way, I'm going to move here the chat. Elias says, I think getting Pedri and Rafinha off cost us today, but it was much needed. They need the rest before they get injured. I mean, they need a rest, not before they get injured, just so they don't get injured, But I'm not so sure it was to keep them from getting injured or to give them rest, because the game needed their talent, And at the end of the day, these players, they were all subbed out, like literally at the same time, like Pedri, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Dani Olmo, like literally in 10 minutes they were all subbed out. Like these are the players that really bring us to the next level. Then it was only Lamine Yamal on the pitch. I don't know, guys. I think that this team started really well, but there's so many games. And we're lucky. Real Madrid is certainly in a bad momentum as well. But anyways, guys, I don't want to make it any longer. I really appreciate all the support, guys. Make sure to smash the like. I know it's not easy for anybody. I've lost, normally we would have about 200 people on the live stream. Right now, only 46 people, because you guys are the real ones. You guys are the real culés who are there, who are supporting, and who are the really Blaugrana Planet family. But of course, everybody will catch up. We will be back. Probably the algorithm is not showing the videos to many people, as I've been out. I've been quite inactive during the last few weeks. But I will be back, baby. Trust me, I will be back, and I will be back stronger than ever. and Barça will also be back stronger than ever, guys. We're gonna win titles this season. I don't know if the big ones, the small ones, but I'm certain that Mr. Hansi Flick is gonna be able to scratch, to lift some titles, and from there the sky is the limit, baby. So visca el Barça, visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video. Vamos Barça!